This week on The Brian Murray Show, what your mother can teach you about buying a home. Welcome to The Brian Murray Show, a real estate show, New Jersey style. This is the Mother's Day special, and today's discussion point is going to be on what your mother can teach you about buying a home. And the key thing about that is the home part. The home part. I deal with a lot of sellers and a lot of buyers in various stages of their lives and their home buying and selling circle. I have some folks that are just starting out as singles or couples or newlyweds that are buying their first apartment together, their first one bedroom, maybe even a stretch to a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, walk up, all the way through those folks that are, retirees, going to be empty nesters, moving on out the other side, estate sales, really the other end of the spectrum. And each have very different emotional profiles. There's a lot of excitement for the newlyweds and the folks that are just starting out in their first homes and their second homes and having a family and growth, and there's a lot of anxiety on the back end when sometimes folks have been in a home for a very, very long time. They've raised their family there. They're moving out. So the home isn't to them just the four walls and the rug and the flooring and the appliances and the windows and the yard and the location. It's really a lifetime, and it's the memories that are there, and that's really how they're kind of having to acknowledge that they're moving on to a different phase, and they're taking those memories but leaving maybe some of those reminders of the memories there. And so what that can teach a home buyer about buying a home is this: that while you're buying a home, you're buying the four walls and the floor, and what you're buying is the memories. And when you say, hey, you know what, I'm going to wait a year, I'm going to wait till the market comes around, what you're doing is you're delaying those memories in that place. That's one more holiday. That's one more summer with the pool. That's one more, 4th of July barbecue. Whatever it might be to you, there's that one more or two more that you're pushing off. So when you're buying a home, think of it as much more of a home than the four walls, but it's the home, it's the memories. It's an emotional purchase that people then justify logically. Everything about when you walk into a place, from a condo to a mansion, it is about emotion. And then you justify and interpret your emotions. But remember that. And the same thing when you sell. Even if you're moving from a 2 bedroom to a 3 bedroom, or a 1 bedroom to a 3 bedroom, it's the emotions. Usually it's excitement because it's going to be bigger and better and everything else, but there's still something there about, like, hey, maybe that's where we first met, or hey, that's where one of us was living when we first met, or we just got married, and there's some things there. So always look to your parents and remember, like, the special holidays, the special things about what was cool about growing up. You never really remember a lot about the house. Sometimes you'll remember a squeaky board, or, oh, that was the place that I used to park my skateboard, or there was like this cool little nook or something. But for the most part, it's like that feeling you got, the holidays, going back to your family home, and just the smell of the cookies or whatever it might be. And so take that with you, and don't delay your memories because you think that the time isn't right, and that you want to push it one more. So that's what mom can teach you about buying a home. This week's market numbers: Hoboken, Jersey City, May 5th, 2021. So the streak continues, is really this week's numbers all about it. Hoboken, 228 condos on the market, 56 in the last week, and 152 in the past 30 days. That's 2/3 of all condos that are on the market have come on in the last month. And when you take away some of those new construction that have been there for a really long time, that number's even higher. What's that saying is that there's a lot of fresh meat out there on the market. There's a lot of fresh homes. They're coming, they're going. Under contracts in the last 30 days, 118. 118. That's more than half of all the condos that are currently on the contract, on that are currently on the market. So 228 on the market and 118 that just went under contract. Of those that went under contract, the median number of days is 15. That's just over 2 weeks. These homes are flying off the shelf. Lots of them, they're flying off the shelf. Sold 95 in the last month. That number is going to continue to climb because those under contracts turn into sales. And then the percent discount, 1.7%. But honestly, for most homes, you're not seeing any discount. In fact, you're seeing bidding wars. You're seeing the prices creeping up 5% in a lot of cases since December. The COVID days are over. The numbers bear the fact that we are full-blown boom market right now. Hoboken, Jersey City. Jersey City, 230 condos on the market. 43 in the last 7 days and 143 over the last 30 days. Again, 135 in the last 30 days. That's a lot of fresh condos. The under contracts in Jersey City, 72. So that's basically like 3 months of inventory. And the median days on market is 24. So homes are moving very quickly there. Sold in Jersey City, 58 sold. So there's some discrepancy there. I think you're going to see more of those sales. The contracts are going to start to come in, and then the discount is about 2.4%. So in terms of today's market, I can tell you from what my buyers are experiencing, bidding wars, sellers are dictating the terms. Some sellers are asking for a lot of terms, months and months to close. They're looking for a waiver of home inspections and waiver of mortgages and just a lot of things. And I have several clients that are struggling to find homes because the market is moving very quickly away from them. So if you are a buyer and you're kind of on the fence right now, maybe you should wait 6 months. Don't. I'm hearing that there's rumblings out there that interest rates may rise, that inflation is coming, and that rates may have to rise. Not a guarantee, but when they're out there talking about it, just like everything else, taxes are going up. Why can't interest rates go up? Everybody's got to make a buck, and it's on our backs. So now is the time. Now is the time. If you're on the fence in the next 6 months or a year, to contact me, and I'll show you why now may be the best time for you to buy. This is this week's market report. Thanks for watching. Happy Mother's Day. It's the good, the brunch, and the ugly. The good. Hey, it's a great opportunity to reach out if your mom is around, to reach out and thank your mom for all that she did. Especially if you're a parent now, you totally get it, where you could never get it before. And if your mom isn't around, well, it's a great time to think of all those special times that you might have had with her. So the good is that there is a Mother's Day, that there's just some time to take out to focus on that special person that brought you life and did a whole lot more and gave you a life, ideally, or raised you, or whatever, however you define your mom. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, grandmas out there, dog moms out there, Peloton moms out there. You're everywhere. The brunch. One thing I really don't like about Mother's Day is the brunch part of it. It seems like everybody in the world needs to take their mom to brunch, as if brunch is like a mom thing. I mean, I don't ever remember like my mom making brunch or making a big deal about brunch. Mother's Day, yeah, but I mean, like brunch, like any other time, never brunch. So I don't really get this whole everybody's packed in for brunch. Maybe a lunch, maybe a breakfast, but I don't get it. Maybe it's just me and I don't get the brunch thing for Mother's Day. But hey, maybe mom likes unlimited mimosas too. And then the ugly. And we're going to switch gears here from moms to city bikes. Everybody's like, oh, city bikes is coming. It's going to be super fun and yay and all that kind of stuff. Except they're taking up a whole bunch of parking spaces to put in bikes. It's kind of a war on parking spaces. They've done it along Sinatra Drive. They do it in parts of Jersey City. And, there has to be some thought to it. And there really isn't any thought. It's just like, oh, let's just get rid of some parking spaces. Well, where do those cars go? They have to then figure something else out. And it's quality of life. So for what we have bikes for, oh, I don't know, 4 months a year when you can really ride the bike. You take up spaces, and they don't never seem to give them back. So that's my ugly, is that these parking spaces go away, and then when mom comes to town looking to go to brunch, she's got nowhere to park. That's the good, the brunch, and the ugly. And my inspirational quote this week isn't actually a quote at all, but I just want everyone to take a moment to think of maybe something that their mom has said to them or taught them, or how she made you feel, that can inspire you. There's nothing that I could personally say as well as what your mom could say to you. That one quote, that one guiding principle. Just reflect on that for 5 seconds. And thanks, Mom, for the inspirational words or thoughts. This has been The Brian Murray Show. As always, all episodes of The Brian Murray Show can be found at themurraypropertygroup.com on the blog section. Check it out. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find the show there. You can find it on Instagram. You can find it on my Facebook page as well. You can find even snippets of the show, the weekly market reports. Share them with friends. Comment, like. Please let me know you're out there. I do appreciate every bit of feedback that you're going to give me. And if there's anything that you disagree with in the show, please reach out to me directly, and I'll show you why you're wrong. Thanks for watching.